Hello.
Hello? Don't mind me, late supper. Oh, no. Absolutely. It can
Honestly, it
simmer.
might make it a little bit better. Uh, okay. Then I guess my wonderful players should be introducing themselves.
Hello everyone, I'm Shay the Fae here on Twitch and Party White Games, and today I will be playing Sapphire Dartings, the biker granny of the group. Popcorn over to everybody else.
Well,
Popcorn,
considering that
yeah,
I'm
popcorn.
half of
Yeah,
I also
popcorn
just
go over
I
to
also just
Chris.
realized that in the process of one day, it forgot that my microphone was going to the right spot. So I'm just going to really quickly do my reintroduction. Hi, I'm Pearl Watson. That's it. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I just had to throw that in there because there was no audio from me for a minute. Anyways, continue.
Oh. I, myself, am Garnet, and... Sorry. I happen to be a former medically trained person, and I recently picked up Encyclopedia Brown. Hopefully, soon I'll be able to use it. That will allow me to introduce a clue to the thing based on real world trivia. And popcorn over to our GM.
So I think we might need to do the introductions over again because the stream's kind of quiet.
Okay, rushed version.
Yeah. Rand did go down to finish chopping potatoes though.
Oh, okay. I'll start. Garnet Willow. I'm a
But we have
medically trained person.
Chris. We haven't
Yeah.
had a chance to change the sound because it's on Ring's end.
Oh, okay. Right.
Shay, would you be able to adjust us or?
You said what's wrong with the sound?
Oh, we're all just in kind of quiet.
Hang on.
Well, let's get fixed. I'm gonna grab myself some more ice. 1 moment.
I turned it up. How is that?
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, hello?
I think do-gooder might be gone. Went to get ice, maybe?
Dougler, where'd you go?
Were you able to adjust this, Shay?
I increased decibels. How does it sound?
Still kind of quiet, but a little bit better.
It's still kind of quiet. I don't. It was. I mean, it was in the yellow, so it was up there. Rick is with these commercials. I don't need these commercials. I need to be able to hear the audio. And they played this one already. I'm gonna switch over to this one because it's not done. Okay. I mean, I can hear us.
So it sounds okay on your end? Oh, that's definitely a lot better.
Let me wait until.
Hey, testing. How's that sound?
That was good.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Let me test it on Twitch. Alright, sounds good on Twitch for me as well. Yay!
Awesome-o.
Woohoo!
Now we need to stream back so that we can review the introductions.
While they are chopping, I do have a question for you guys.
Yep.
If I play this in Roll20, can you guys hear?
I can hear.
Yes.
Yay!
Huzzah. Background music.
Well, I was thinking I'm going to play as background music as I do the intro thing. I do want to get more better at choosing background music in general for the game, but that is the thing I can practice later.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, if you could hear the music.
Yes, I can hear the music.
Okay. Yep, I'll leave that on just till Bryn gets in. Because we should probably do reintroductions because it was quiet before.
All right. Should I start it, or are we waiting for Ren?
Go ahead and start.
Okay. I am Chris. I am playing Garnet Willow. And I will soon be mayor, or I'll die trying. Over to Shay.
Interesting choice of words.
Apt choice of words.
Give me the option, so.
I mean, the third option is I go insane, but you know.
And I am Shay, or Shay the Fae, here on Twitch and Party White Gaming. I'm playing Sapphire Dartings. And Rindis, who will be joining us shortly, is going to be playing Pearl Watson, the Columbo.
Okay, and I am Duo93. I will be playing everybody else because I am the keeper of this story. That's the term for this one.
It's a good term for this one.
Yeah, so I nearly forgot to ask you guys, what are your level up questions going to be?
Well, for me, I'm going to keep sharing my wisdom with a young person, but I'm going to. Did you share a memory of a late family member? Let's see how extensive the depths of the tree get.
Shay?
I will. I will share wisdom and show someone I've still got it. Oh no, actually, no, I'm gonna do dote on someone to show someone I still got it.
Okay, and we'll just let Bryn decide when they get back. What do you two remember from last session?
Our girl got shot.
She
Or
did.
stabbed. I don't remember.
She was shot.
Yes, our girl got shot. People have to pay for that. This is no longer fun and games time. This is now people have to pay. Specifically, really rich people in suits. Their incompetence hurt our girl. I did manage to apply enough, medical knowledge to stabilize her, though. I do believe. That was, the last thing that happened?
Yeah, you did roll to stabilize her wounds.
Yes, and it was a massive success. Because that was the last roll.
And bring these.
I believe I may have even cursed.
You did potentially say a swear, yes.
Yes.
But our mavens did talk to some of the contestants.
Mm-hmm.
You found out Melanie Blair, her family did own a bakery in Brindlewood Bay, but it was put out of business when I want to call him Scott, but his name's not Scott, it's Paul. When Paul's line of bakeries came to the town, and that did put quite a lot of strain on her life because family business has been ruined. And they did also speak with, I believe it was Sue and Jane Sue's trailer. Where you did comfort them a bit. They'd been also surreptitiously I can't say
Surreptitiously.
Thank you. Who managed to search the trailer for clues. There was, I believe it was Garnet that helped distract while Sapphire was the one looking for the clues.
That sounds correct. I am very distracted.
I believe that's where you found a invite to Buckingham Palace without the wife's name on it. And after that, you went to go talk to that plane. Timothy Bosch.
Bosch.
Yes.
The mighty Bosch.
Where he was quite hammered and quite talkative, of spilling the show's secrets. Well, hot gossip. So, let you know that he was holding a contract that Paul was holding up contract negotiations. So he was putting the show at risk. While the three of you were interviewing him, Garnet was the one who heard a commotion coming from the supply area. The three of you rushed there, along the way meeting with Deputy Beth, the sheriff, and several other suspects. As you round the corners, you saw that the area was a complete mess, and Cassie was on the ground bleeding. Garnet moved quickly to start to apply first aid. So I'll grab a drink real quick. I need different music for this part. As Garnet, it moves and practice motions to patch up Cassie's wound. The girl, she feels the girl's hand grip her wrist tightly. It's a marble mask. This before she lost consciousness. As you guys seem to move, I believe Sapphire was churning in anger. You hear a drip that seems to cut through all the sounds. And then another drip. It rings to the storage area as the world around you seems to freeze. You can't move, you can't breathe. Easy. But you hear another drip. And the storage area seems to flicker black for a moment. You see Cassie's blood, but pooling underneath her now looks black. Like there's another drip. And the pooling seems to stop for a moment, frozen like everything else around you. It's a drip. And it sounds like shattering glass. It's all around you. You hear a voice that sounds like tearing silk. Say, This has all happened before. Find out why, or else the bay will be torn apart once again. Silence holds out after the voice is done speaking. Seems like an eternity. But then one more trip, and everything comes alive again.
What did it say?
This has all happened before. Find out why before it tears the bear apart again.
Or it tears the bay apart.
Again.
Did you two hear that?
No, I was just trying to get clarity. Did we hear that?
Oh, no.
I came in at the in the middle of it, so I don't actually know if I heard it or not.
You all heard that.
Oh.
The three of you.
Did you two
But-
hear that?
Yes, and
Did anyone? Does it seem like anyone else heard it?
or is it just the three of us?
It seems like it was just the three of you.
So I just glanced at Garnet and just say, make sure she's stable. And then to Pearl, do you think you can hold everybody here?
You want me to hold everyone?
Make sure none of them leave.
I have been working on my kung fu.
Oh, good to hear.
I'm
I know
glad
you
one
can. I
of
know
us
you can
have.
handle it then.
She has not, but you know what? It's fine.
And I'm going to go open the freezer door and go inside.
Okay. But
Because that's where we were hearing it from, right?
No, you. So the world kind of froze around you, like nothing was moving at all. Then the voice, this came from everywhere around you.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't coming from a freezer.
No, we just experienced something blatantly paranormal.
Where was the dripping coming from?
From
The
Cass.
blood.
Or blood dropping.
Oh,
Also, did the world stop having movement for you as well?
focus on Cassie.
Her
I'm
blood is
focusing-
red once again.
Yeah, it was not red, it was black. Right?
For a moment during the third drop, it became black. Then next drop, the voice spoke.
Yeah, okay. I am focusing on Cassie, trying to, like... Is she unconscious now?
Yeah, she is unconscious.
Do I still have time to switch one of my questions? I guess not. It's fine.
Sorry. Just did already choose it.
Yeah, it's fair. I am, however, going to just do a very take one of the gloves and just do a little dip in the blood on the floor, as if I'm just kind of inspecting it. We need to get her to a safe place.
Yeah, Beth is on her radio calling for an ambulance.
I'd stay at the hospital, but I don't trust that doctor.
Oh, she
She's-
needs surgery. She's been.
I know, but
In
hasn't
your
he been
in your
acting-
medical opinion, do you think that she can be moved, or should she be treated here?
Yeah, actually, could that be my advantage that I get for that 13 before? I don't think I necessarily got one. Can I assess that with that 13 from last session?
Okay, yeah. So right now she's okay staying here, but you do need to get her to a hospital. The sooner the better. But your work did stop her from having risk of bleeding out at the moment. But leaving the wound
Yeah, I
not
I
properly
worked with
treated,
dead
is going to
people.
cause a lot of cause.
I dealt with dead people, not living people. So there's only so much I can do.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, if she has to go to a hospital, she has to go.
Yes, I know, but we'll talk about this later. Some things are starting to. I think when you have a talk about some things that. Okay, dear. I know you're unconscious, but it's said that talking to unconscious people sometimes can actually help with their recovery. So I will do that. I'm just going to be talking to her this entire time, just trying to give her a comforting voice to come back to.
And I set a sandwich aside for her for when she wakes up, needs her nutrients.
Okay, so after a few minutes, you do hear the sirens from a ambulance arriving. I mean, there are two paramedics that rush in with a gurney. Yeah. I'm guessing you're kind of staying with Cassie.
Yes, I am staying with her. If at all possible, I am going to go to the hospital with her. I know that kind of splits the scene, but I do not feel safe right now letting her go by herself. Somebody just tried to kill her,
Okay,
and we don't know who.
Yeah.
that is fine because you're basically like assisting the paramedics to keep what you did in place as you go.
Absolutely. My stitch work is impeccable, but might not be the absolute medically best, if that makes any sense.
But you didn't like situation,
You
just kind
need, you
of
need the right tool.
plugged it.
Yeah, exactly. I did what I could with my limited resources.
Also, everyone in chat, yes, I do know paramedics would undo what she did, but this is a game. It's fine.
Is the doctor there, or he's at the hospital, I assume?
The doctor is at the hospital because paramedics would be able to move faster without him because he is old and
Uh, I'm going to... I'm going to... No, he's probably prepping. I was considering sending a text that she better make a full recovery, or else. All right, go with her. We'll figure things out here.
I do have one of those celly phones. You can call me if you need me,
Won't be a
but
problem.
I really hope you don't. Is Garnet says in like a whisper, "Is this our fault?" as she leaves with the paramedics.
okay. Garnet, I think we're gonna follow you for just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the paramedics take Cassie and you to the ambulance, and you're in there riding along. The paramedic has you sitting down because
Yeah.
it's bumpy. If you're not used to it, you're gonna get hurt. The one on the front is driving fairly quickly, but it's not insane. Like he's, in all honesty, probably doesn't get to drive this fast that often because it's a small town and
Until recently,
major incidents.
people did not
Nope.
get shot.
Yeah, the biggest incident would like, oh no, my kid, it fell off a tree and broke his leg.
Yeah,
pick them
or
up.
any of the stuff that we were dealing with.
So it is a fast, bumpy ride, but it is a safe ride. You arrive at the hospital, the back doors of the ambulance swing wide open. And you step back, allow the EMTs to get Cassie out, and you're following along. There's medical staff by the doors to assist when she arrives.
Does she have any family I know of?
She's talked about her parents before.
Has she given us her parents' number?
She has not.
Oh, dear. But I know their full name, right? Like their name and her name, so I'd know their full name, and this is a small town. Are they in the town?
No, Cassie's not a Brindlewood Bay native.
Oh,
She
okay.
moved about 5 or so years ago.
Damn, okay, that makes it near impossible. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go with her.
Yeah, whenever she's talked about her parents, it's like, oh, my mom or my dad, sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
I
you
hope
do come in. There is a nurse that is one of us that steps aside. I was like, do you know what happened? Do you know what caused her wound?
Um
You did
well,
hear.
I heard a gunshot. I ran to her as fast as possible and applied the appropriate life-saving measures to keep her alive. She was shot.
Hey, do you know who her emergency contact is?
Has she mentioned that to me?
She
Is that
hasn't.
us? Oh no, she's a dear sweetheart, but that never came up in our conversations. If anything, she knows ours, not us know hers.
Oh, okay. We can see if she has a file here, and we can try that way.
Yes, that would make sense. I'm just frazzled, I guess. Lots of nasty business in the town of late.
Oh, she's in good hands. She'll be fine.
I think,
Um,
though, it would do good for someone she knows to be here with her. At least until her emergency contact gets here.
of course. She were going to take her to be operated on, but we have you operating, but we is a little place where you can watch. Make sure it.
Yes.
I will warn you, watching your loved one be operated on can be traumatic. Are you sure you want to?
I'm absolutely sure. I say with the absolute conviction of someone who's 100% certain of something.
Okay. She looks down at your hands and does see that there is blood on them. It's like,
I will
I'll
watch these
take you to
first.
wash up first, and
Yes.
we'll take you there.
I go to the bathroom and
She doesn't let you go to the public bathroom.
well, yeah.
It takes you to a sink that is meant to wash off blood.
Yes, that
Because
that
it is
makes
biohazard, and there is
it
the
is.
medical soap that does work for
A
that.
lot better, yeah.
Mhm.
I start to wash up and I'm like, I am frazzled, but I'm determined that I'm going to be there for her.
And as you're washing up, you feel something hard in your pocket that you don't think was there before.
I check my pocket.
You pull out a piece of black marble.
Dun dun dun.
Is it a shard of black marble? Like, say, off a mask?
You can't tell it has been worked on, so it is potentially from a mask. How she got that into your how that got into your pocket is kind of a mystery.
I do look at for a moment, thinking back to that first case, the one where I had that moment of what I thought was. I don't know why I thought it was. I played it off, but thinking back, could it be reminiscent of anything in that picture?
That was a marble statue. So
A black marble statue?
That marble had veins in it, so it was mostly white, but there were veins of black.
I need to talk to the girls. I put it away for now and go to watch the operation. My eyes are directly on the doctor the entire time.
Yeah, he is focusing completely on Cassie as he works. You can tell that he is skilled with his instruments, that he has done this many times before. And the operation does happen pretty fast.
Good.
And this is the same doctor that's always too busy to show up for these murders?
It is the same doctor who's always too busy to show up for these murders and had the audacity of being like, maybe you shouldn't expect the corpses.
What was he doing before you all arrived?
I believe he had a patient.
A life-saving patient? Because, you should have been here for the dead patient.
Yeah,
The
like
dying patient. It's fine.
there's a reason that my character that Garnet is staring directly at this fucker.
If you had been here, she wouldn't have been in danger, fuckface.
Exactly.
So after the surgery, she is brought to a private room that you're allowed to wait with.
I look at her and I take her hand gently as she's unconscious. Don't end up like my great Uncle William. You have to survive. You have to make it. You have a sweetheart waiting for you. And you have 3 old ladies who you mean the world to.
It's just
Yeah.
beeps for the background for the heart monitor.
Garnet does not cry. Garnet does not cry normally. But if anyone was looking in at this moment, she would be crying. She has seen a lot of death. She has lost a lot of family members. But she's never been the only one in the room when there was someone that she felt directly responsible for putting in danger. You tried to warn us. But I'm going to make them pay. I'll make sure that no one hurts you again, okay? You're gonna get strong, and you're gonna have a big gay wedding, and you're gonna make it because I've lost too many people to let you be one of them.
You feel something soft brush up against your leg.
I turn my head.
Cat.
Yep, you see Cassie's cat.
How did you even get here?
Meow.
I scoop up the kitty and just hold her gently. Her? Him?
Him.
Them?
Zach is a boy.
I hold Zach and give Zach pets. She's gonna be fine. Because she has you to come back to. There's no way anyone could say. There's no way anyone could leave you.
Meow. He is just kind of watching her lie there. It's like,
Not
I will sit here
understanding.
for a moment for now.
Yeah.
And the camera's going to pull back from the scene and fly across the town back to the competition grounds and kind of rewind. And just we went back to Sapphire and Pearl. Oh,
Have we checked all the trailers already?
you picked a little bit now?
Trailers.
Have we checked all the trailers?
Brain wants to. You didn't look through James's trailer, but you did talk to him while he was there. And you did go through Jane's trailer and a bit through Sue's, but couldn't really go into great detail there. Because Sue was in there with Jane.
And was it Sue, the one that was freaking out over the death, or was that Jane?
Sue was the one that was kind of falling apart because she's freaking out about the death.
Mm. Oh, why everybody's still gathered in the same place? I'm going to see, who haven't we talked to? We haven't talked to Buck, Scott, or Heath. They're the last ones.
Or the wife.
Have we not talked to her?
Thought we did.
Nope.
No?
Oh.
You've heard about her, but you not talk to her.
Buck, how you doing, Buck? Is that your real name?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Buck. And
What is your surname?
Hendricks. Buck Hendricks.
Oh, thank God. I was worried it might be it.
Well, at least he doesn't like to fuck and tell everybody all about it.
I'm not French, no.
Do the French like to fuck, Buck? Is that what you're implying?
Isn't Ed a French name?
No, she was making a pun. A play on words.
Oh.
And I
That's
was
good.
quoting Kill Bill. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah, with
Quentin
the
Tarantino, Buck?
yeah, that's Uma Thurman in the yellow jumpsuit.
You know he likes to hire her because he has a foot fetish, right? He's fascinated by her toes. Are you fascinated by toes, Buck?
Uh, no,
Do you cheat on your wife often, Buck?
I don't have a wife.
Do you
Oh,
cheat
I'm
on
so
your
sorry.
husband often, Buck?
I'm not married.
Do you cheat on your partners often, Buck?
No.
Good. Next line of questioning now that we've broken the ice.
How's your day going?
Well, it was going okay. Then we found Paul. Then we found Cassie.
Oh,
So just kind of a steady decline, I guess.
poor Miss Riviera. I wonder how she's doing. Must be all broken up.
Oh, yeah, she's isn't taking it too well, no.
No, I can't imagine she would be taking it too well. Or maybe she's taking it better than most. Who knows?
Well, Donna is a strong woman, but she did lose her husband.
Hmm.
What do you know about her husband?
Uh, she was the primary judge. She kind of,
Have you worked with him long? Do you know anything about him outside of work? You know, things that might help us figure out a motive for why he was killed.
I've been on the show for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
This whole situation is tragic.
Quite. But it wasn't really what I was asking. Do you know anything about him? Any motives on why somebody would kill him?
Well, he looks around a little bit, make sure, see if anyone was actually paying attention. You know, the sheriff is interviewing some of the suspects. Beth is kind of staring off at everyone, just like, who the fuck shot her? And who's the other deputy? Deputy Jeff is talking to Sue and Jane. Well, apparently, like, Paul and Scott had a, thing that ended poorly.
Oh yes, we heard about that.
Yes. Honestly, I'm surprised that Scott was even came back, considering how it all ended. Like screams and things were being tossed around.
It's a shame when someone takes an interest in someone and takes advantage of them and then ruins their life.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that's also a fair enough reason for Donna to want to seek out something better in life as well.
Mm-hmm.
He nods. Just like, yeah, that's reasonable. Kind of anything else to it.
Why, I wouldn't blame her if she found someone who could scratch her itch.
And fuck her.
He seems so like, oh no, I'm not saying anything to that.
You wouldn't know anything about that buck.
Are you okay? Is there something
Oh.
in your throat? What's wrong? What would you know about that?
I'm fine. It's just a bit of a tragedy, all you see, is the
Why would it be a
murders.
tragedy that she wants to seek out someone else?
You know what? If their relationships weren't in a good spot, I see her why she would.
Why, I'm sure if anyone in their right mind, I mean, hell, wouldn't be surprised if even you thought of going after her.
You aren't
Do you think
thinking
you
about
would?
going after her, would you? Oh, same time. High five.
High five.
Roll me a presence with advantage, because you guys are both kind of poking the same thing. Just wing it.
Go ahead, Shay.
Is this day or meddling?
Uh, this is a day, because you're gathering motives, not clues, which clues should be considered, but still. He so you had a mild success.
Go on, speak up, young man. Would you fuck if you could?
So I tried to decide how the partial success affects this, because something just give you a chance to be vulnerable at the moment, but
Uh,
you guys have suggestions?
mm,
I mean, two old ladies poking at someone that hard, it could make him like blurt something out, but then completely clam up afterwards.
it could also maybe prompt him to ask relationship questions.
Oh, turn it back on you. That would be interesting.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how effective that's going to be, but it just kind of like throwing things out there.
Well, I think it might be hard to keep them on topic now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, you got him rambling.
So he does lower his voice like, okay, so we are fooling around a bit. But the relationships were kind of on the outs, because like Scott wasn't the only one that Paul was stepping out with. And like if you had your partner who just wasn't they just stay faithful and they just kept on going around, like what would you do? Like it's reasonable to want to leave, but if you're stuck in a situation, like you can't leave, so you have to find a way to make it fit. And I don't know.
I don't
Let's-
know. It seems
what?
fairly simple enough task to leave. You just walk out, take a little bit of money, start anew.
Not all situations
Run
can
off
be
with
just
somebody's
taken in.
widow, you know.
Wait, did you run from somebody's widow before?
Maybe. I was young once, you know.
Like, how would something like that even work?
I'm sorry, do what now?
Like, how would something like that even work then?
You,
Just taking off and
you run off, start a new life. It's all very romantic and whirlwind.
it all seems like a massive risk. You just try to leave everything behind.
Sometimes you have to start fresh. To be young and stupid and in love. She looks off wistfully.
Hmm.
Well,
It
Those
really
were
gets
the
to
some of us
days
have
of
it
our
and some of us
lives.
don't. She just kind of preens her hair for a moment.
Well, I suppose if you didn't want any loose ends, theoretically, you could try getting rid of said loose ends, but somehow that seems like it would cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, like how would you even just? Like, you can't just take off. There's like things you have to do. Like if you have an apartment, you have to get rid of that. That there's banking and like what do you do for work then?
Well, I can see that God blessed you with fantastic looks.
Yeah, guy is very handsome. Like an American Adonis.
And then I lean over to Pearl and say, but I don't think blessings are handed out in a roundabout way.
No, probably not. You'd have to pay an exorbitant amount if you were Catholic. Blessings.
I think he only got the one.
He crosses his arms and inadvertently causes him to flex. You just see those muscles bulging.
Oh.
I'm curious, do you know what 2 squared is?
Oh,
Oh, okay. How about 6 squared?
I can't do that one right head. Actually, my mind went like 6 hours, 6 there, but no, it's 30. Oh, I'm tired. 36.
Okay. Well, he's not an idiot.
A ringing endorsement.
Is there anything else you know about the recently deceased besides his foray with Scott?
Ah, she was holding for money on the contract negotiations, which is kind of putting kink in everything.
That's true. Where did he usually speak with Mr. Hendricks about that?
Speaking's kind of a generous term.
Where did he argue with Mr. Hendricks at?
It's trailer, judge's tent, on the lot.
So quite a bit is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Have we been to the judge's tent?
You are technically in the judge's tent. Actually, you're in the storage area next to the judge's tent. Because you guys talked to Melanie Blair at her cooking station, which is like part of the judge's tent.
Gotcha. All right, Buck. Well, good luck eloping.
Yes, and give our regards to the new missus.
Oh, sure.
Or mister. We don't discriminate. Whatever you choose to have. Just as long as you have fun. And she winks.
Of course we'll do.
Once we're out of earshot, so it looks like, I feel like we're sort of narrowing this down. I don't think Buck would be so inclined to off him. Sue, I don't think would do it, and Melanie, while she may have a potential motive, it's not so groundbreaking that I can imagine she would. Heath, Scott, Jane, maybe Donna.
Where do you think we should head next?
Well, we could go grill Mr. Hendrick. And then Mr. Lamb. And then Mrs. Rivera.
It is starting to get late in the day. So I'll let you know.
It is starting to get late in the day. Should let you know that before we go too far. Ignore me.
Oh, well, when they're tired and unable to sleep, then they're liable to make mistakes and let some clues slip.
Oh yes, they'll... Well, sounds like they don't get to rest, and we'll just keep drilling them well into the morning. Hours and hours of psychological warfare.
Absolutely. Where's Mr. Hendrick?
He is talking with Sheriff. I really should just change his name from, Darvin. Darvin? One.
Heath Hendricks.
Yeah, Heath Hendricks talking to the sheriff.
Gotcha. All right, where's Scott Lamb?
Yep. Sheriff is now Daryl Dimba. Because fuck the name he had before. Could not pronounce it for anything at all. But Yeah, Scott is just kind of off to the side because they haven't. No one's been allowed to just take off yet because this has been a more active.
Still crimes.
Yeah. He is just off to the side, staying out of the way at the moment.
Hello there, Scott.
Oh, Miss Burning, was it?
That's correct.
Portrait of events, eh?
Well, you could probably say that I'm in less of a pleased mood than I was 30 minutes ago.
It's
Yeah.
almost like we wanted just a simple baking competition. But we can't have nice things anymore, can we?
So, I do imagine, and I just put a hand on his shoulder, it must be sad, tragic as it is, it must be a bit of a relief that Mr. Rivera is no longer about.
What would ever make you say that?
Why, he ruined your life, of course.
I would hardly say that he ruined my life. He just kind of like.
What would you say he did then?
Put a bump in it, I guess.
Just a bump?
Just a bump. I mean, if some rich, well-to-do man came along and decided to fuck me for a time and then decided to walk out and ruin my reputation so that I had no chance of sullying their name and the mass amount of money and income that they do with their restaurant chain, I'd be quite upset.
Roll me a presence, Dave. If you fail this, he is just gonna walk right off.
Mild success.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna stay around a little bit, but you have a feeling that he's about ready just to leave.
Oh, if he starts standing up, I put an arm on his shoulder and I sit him back down.
I don't know who you heard those baseless rumors from.
Well, normally I'd agree with you. However, when the rumors tend to be the same from multiple sources, you know how it goes. It's the scientific method.
I'm gonna pause for a quick moment because I need to open the window. It's starting to get too toasty for me. Sorry.
Toasty.
Oh yes, rumors like to spread quite far and wide, don't they?
There is something I'd like to try.
What is it we'd like to try?
I am going to try doting on him, but I want to do it in a way that's kind of manipulative to get him to open up to me.
Okay.
But I put a hand on his shoulder, and I put a sandwich in his hand, and I say, listen, you coop up those feelings, you're never going to be able to let it go. You need someone to talk to if you need to. You can't just let this simmer and boil. If you need to cry, you need to be able to let it out.
You
Your secret's
roll me a
child.
meddling move. Presence.
Advantage, no advantage.
Just fine.
Ooh,
Great
great
success.
success.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, for a moment there, you do see that it seems like he's getting quite angry again, but your words start to sink in a little bit. And he seems to deflate a little bit. He has your sandwich in his hand, and he's like, I don't know why he continued this thing. He pulls his phone from his pocket and just kind of flips it open into his messaging app, just like, honestly, originally I was going to just turn it down, but I got this. And where are you, clues? Of course, it's tiny.
I can't read that.
That's not the thing I selected. How dare it? And we'll bring it bigger.
Oh no. Is Mr. Rivera a toxic relation? Is he that person?
He shows you a message, and it says it's from Paul. It's like his text message is saying that Scott should come back. That he misses him.
Oh dear.
It was very different than what our last conversation was, and I just had to find out.
Well, when you saw him again, did you think he had changed?
No, he seemed the same as ever.
Well, there's good news and there's bad news here. The bad news is this is very toxic and manipulative. It could be that he did indeed send it with the intent of kowtowing you. But if it seems like he hasn't changed, then that's all the answer you need. Now, it could be that because this is a text message, if someone else got access to the phone, they might have been able to use it to try and help throw a trail off, considering that he was murdered. Someone with probable cause might be able to act as a smokescreen, in which case I think that's a terrible, even worse thing to do. Point is, the good news is that you didn't do any of that, and that you should look at Brindlewood Bay as being a place where you can start anew. Find a nice young man who actually gives a shit about you.
Who knows? Maybe I will.
Not a maybe. You know, you take all the time you need before you feel like putting yourself back out there, but once you do, you'll get it.
He nods to you.
Now go on and eat your sandwich. And keep your strength up.
He starts to wrap it and just nibbles.
I just give him a side hug and stand up. I think it's just canon now that I have a bag of holding strictly for sandwiches.
That was always canon.
Yep. You're the reason all this spoopy stuff is happening. You you tricked a witch into giving you her bag of holding.
Oh, no! Once we get to the end, you discover that I am the Eldritch Horror.
The patron elder god of sandwiches.
Yes. The old gods were always the gods of weird things, like the god of toes, the god of cackling.
The god of cackling hose?
Of cackling.
Yeah, the god of cackling hose. I put the two together.
Oh, cackling. Oh, cackling toes.
Hose. Cackling hose. Because the two things you said.
Goddamn cackling hoes.
Oh, I said toes.
Oh.
I
Why
mean,
not
but cackling toes would be something an old god would be a thing of.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your domain, cackling toes?
Very specific situation. But when it happens, you want me on your side.
This is just a tumbleweed seller. You all said I was crazy. Well, that leaves 2 people left for us to interview.
And it has come rather late in the day, so the sheriff does generally. Well,
So the sheriff does what?
it does actually start to gather everyone closer. Like, it is starting to get a bit late, so we are going to send you all to some hotels because we do know some of you were staying on the lot, but in trailers. But we cannot have you stay there while this investigation is going on. Do you want everyone to come back tomorrow morning, though?
Yeah. Make sure you dig up whatever clues you can from the site, Sheriff.
We will.
And I'll go up and I'm gonna hand. I forget if I handed them a bag of the sandwich, but I just give them a bag for him and his troopers, for their, since they're going to be staying and working. But as I do, I'm going to lean close and say, I don't suppose you might have noticed a mask anywhere made of marble?
You're saying this to the sheriff?
No, actually, I say, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna adjust that a little bit. I'm gonna say, I don't suppose you happen to see anyone besides us skulking for clues? Someone who might be trying to cover their face?
She said, "No, I just thought it was through you." And
All right. Well, be careful, Sheriff.
it will be.
While we may have had a few tragedies in these past few weeks, I'm getting worried that your line of work here in our quiet little town might be getting a little dangerous. So make sure that you wear all your protective gear. I want to see Kevlar under that shirt of yours, okay?
I'll make sure me and all my people are safe.
Good.
Let's not have a repeat of earlier, then.
Yes. Yeah, she looks over to Beth and is like, that girl.
After you finish up here, you might want to give her a little half day off if you can afford it, or even a whole day off to check in on her girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll give her the night off so she can go visit. One.
Just make sure that they're all good. As people are leaving, though, I think we should catch Donna Riviera. Since I feel like we can catch Heath at the hotel. Unless they're already gone.
They're all taking off.
Oh,
Since you guys do live here, you are allowed to return to your home.
I'm gonna swing by the hospital. Beth, do you need a ride?
Oh, no, I'll be okay to get there. I appreciate it, though.
All right, Pearl, let's go.
Alrighty.
Has her emergency contact showed up yet?
We are the emergency contacts.
For all I know, we are.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The hospital's not actually able to find anyone for her emergency contacts.
So it's us.
It is now.
Basically, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
and something you have noticed we're at Cassie's side, that whenever a doctor or nurse is about to come in and check on her, Zach just kind of hops off your lap, just goes underneath the bed, just hides. Like, before they even really get close, like...
Smart kitty. Smart kitty. I do have a question for you.
Question for me?
Did any of the contestants have a vanilla-based dessert? One with like a taste of vanilla. Besides us.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Can't use that then. It's okay. I was going to make the fact that rat poison apparently tastes like vanilla for my Encyclopedia Brown, but if no one uses vanilla, there's no point.
Mhm.
Don't worry, I'll find something.
That's fine. Sorry, I opened my window and then everyone else decided they need to smoke on the balconies and just kind of
Oh no.
smogged me.
Oh.
It's going to be a migraine later.
Wonderbar.
Mhm. So, Pearl and Sapphire, you do make it to the hospital. I guess you just text Scarlett to say, what room is she in?
You get a clumsy. Like I leave out O's. I like it's a mess. It's a mess. It's clear I do not like texting. Little tiny fingertips are not good for old ladies who probably have at least mild arthritis at this point.
So it'll probably take some time, but you do manage to get to the room eventually. Probably asking the nurse on duty. Do you three? You do.
How did the investigation go afterwards? Anything I need to know? I'm not looking at them. I'm still just staring at her.
Sorry, was that towards us?
Yep, it was towards you two when you came in.
I will add what I will tell them. Well, Buck has admitted to banging it out with Miss Riviera, but hasn't really given any cause for motive other than wanting to get rid of her. But it's obvious he wants to be with her. However, I feel like Miss Riviera would be more inclined towards such a thing. We have yet to speak with her. Mr. Lamb got a text from Paul, or Paul's phone, suggesting that he was professing his love to them. However, based on what they told us, doesn't seem to be the case.
When did our lives become a bad soap opera?
I'll have you know it's a pretty good soap opera.
I motioned to our dear friend who is no.
You want to motion to the woman whose life you saved. I feel like that's pretty good.
Fair, but the fact that her life needed saving is not.
No, of course not.
Though we have to talk about some things.
Such as
Did I mention to you two about the incident with the painting?
probably, but refresh my memory.
I swear the photo moved. I swear that it was different than what we had saw. Like the one that we saw. It temporarily was different. Matching
one
more
was this?
closely to the one with the herring. It was the one with the herring, right?
Oh, the one with the fish eating the rat, eating the bird, eating the
From the first cave.
cockroach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the first case. I like to think myself a rational person. But what happened then and what happened today was not rational. Speaking of, I whip out the black piece of marble.
Oh, that's fun. Where'd you get that?
I don't know. It was in my pocket when I arrived here.
Sapphire, could you please give me a sensitivity roll with advantage?
Is this a cult move?
Uh, Not quite, but it is occulty.
So day, night, meddling.
We'll say meddling.
Great success.
Awesome.
So, as you look at this black marble fragment, we'll say, it catches the light, and you remember in the basement when you found that black box. This is the same material.
I'm gonna take out the black box and then I'm gonna snatch up the fragment. I'm gonna hold them side by side.
Well, the black box kind of just dissolved. Like you saw it in your hands, and you just kind of shifted into a rotten box that was just.
Uh, huh. I've seen this marble before.
You have?
Yes, it was in a box that turned into a less impressive box. The box made of marble. I mean, as long as we're talking about stuff that doesn't make sense, would you three like to try something crazy?
Always.
I'm game.
You remember when we were younger and we practiced witchcraft out of playful curiosity?
I remember practicing a lot of things out of playful curiosity.
Would you be interested in trying a little bit of magic?
Well, we wouldn't be called the Coven. We didn't dabble in witchcraft. After all, we have appearances to keep.
That's true.
Okay, sure. We'll try. We'll try.
So what's the overall plan with this, then?
Oh, I was thinking something simple but effective. A little spell of protection, couldn't hurt.
While we're all divulging all of this stuff, I know that Pearl has gone and talked to the Prescotts, but remind me if there was anything that she had divulged already from their conversations. I know she kind of was hinting, but had she said anything directly?
She did not say anything directly. No, she did.
Okay, so I'm keeping that to myself for now. Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember, so I thought that was the case, that she hadn't said anything yet.
Yeah, she was kind of hinting towards something that happened before, but no details.
Mm-hmm. So witchcraft, then.
Yeah, why not? So once we find a place alone, I'm sure we'd have some little book or something that we can acquire that has whatever ritual in it But I also present the little droplet of blood that I had on the glove when we were at the crime scene. And I said, I feel like we could try putting a little bit of Cassie's blood in a protective circle.
Did it seem like they were going after her or warning us to because of this?
It could be both.
Remember that society she mentioned, and she said we shouldn't look more into? And
She
then
didn't say we shouldn't look more into. She said it's strange. But
didn't she say something about like
she may have told us to
be careful?
Yes, but the fact remains that she did look into it, and they went after her. And whether or not they continue to go after her, I feel like a little bit of assurance is wouldn't hurt.
Do you think the doctor might be in on it?
Does it seem like has he shown any?
3 times he has been too busy to deal with a dead body. And he directly insinuated I shouldn't deal with them either. Now, I may be a foolish old woman, but once is a coincidence, twice is a pattern, 3 is, how do you say, enemy action?
Would you like me to Would you like me to give him a warning? Or would you rather slip behind his back and dig up some information?
I think we should do some digging. He is suspicious, but if it's just my imagination overreacting, I don't want to, hurt him. Now, if he had anything to do with this, on the other hand.
Oh, if he tries covering anything up that he should not be covering it up, he will be losing his head.
I just look at her, and for once, I just nod at that.
Well,
You have been given implicit permission by the most level-headed of us, I'd say, to go full burn mode if he actually had anything to do with it.
well, here's the thing. You should not be caught snooping. So if you are able to tell me where his office is, I might be able to slip in and out before anyone notices.
Do I know where his office is? Oh, might be Kiefer?
I mean, he has one. He likely has one in the hospital, but where that is,
Unfortunately,
Never mind, I'll just look for the director's office.
that works too.
After our little ritual.
Yes, so what do I need to do?
And put the little I figure we just all put the little blood sample into a little protection circle and seal it in a box and I don't know, bury it somewhere.
I'm gonna let you lead on this one. I'm the outsider of the three of us. So if you two practiced witchcraft in your younger days, I wasn't.
Oh, is that what you took from what I said? Okay, let's do it. Witchcraft.
So we can actually make a proper occult move now, because what you guys are trying to do. And I'm going to bring this into
Advantage for doing it as a coven.
well, let me just bring it in. We can read how it goes over.
The occult move.
You want to read it out, Ren?
Sure. Burp. Excuse me. When you engage in an activity related to the supernatural or the occult for the first time, imagine what your actions would look like as a move. Say what triggers the move and roll with sensitivity. Ooh, so sensitive. On a hit, it works. Work with the keeper to write the move. It is now a move all mavens can use for the rest of the game, and your roll stands. On a 7 to 9, you must also mark the Crown of the Void. On a miss, it's not something the mavens can ever do, and you also mark the Crown of the Void. Notes: the keeper can require you to have a strong fictional justification for doing so before attempting to trigger this move.
So I believe you guys do have a strong justification for trying to trigger this move, because you are worried about Cassie. Yeah. And you do have some of her blood, so I'll say that allows you to start this. You're trying to create a ritual for it.
Do we get advantage for doing it as a coven?
Yeah, since this is our first proper occult move, I will give you advantage on it. And let's see. I think there's one more thing we should add to this, but I'm not too certain.
Who has the highest sensitivity between us?
Um,
Mine's a 2.
Oh, you do it. I have 1.
Okay.
I have 1 as well. We started with 1.
Okay, well. Good thing one of us is...
Look, I'm pure reason.
Yup.
Yeah, sensitivity was going to be the other thing I bumped up. Is that or present?
I did bump up my presence, so
I
my
have-
presence
I have
is
presence,
1.
composure, and sensitivity, so it's all good. We just need to be where we need to be. This is a... which kind of move is it?
Yeah, occult move.
move.
Occult move. Oh gosh.
Occult. Advantage. Sensitivity.
Advantage. Wait, it didn't ask for my... Oh, they did do it with sensitivity. Okay. I was like, it didn't ask. But it worked.
Should one of us mark Crown of the Queen to bump it up?
So, since you guys are all working on this, if you do want to bump it up, I think I might require you all to mark 1.
Okay.
If you don't and want to let it stay, I'll let you guys get away with one person in marking Crown of the Void.
Ooh, I'll mark it.
I was going to say,
Okay,
I'll mark it for having the blood.
No, I want to mark it.
I want to mark it too.
I rolled.
You two can have it.
She can have it.
No, that's fine.
Nope, I don't want to fight over it. Take it.
Roll off.
I don't want to roll. She can have it.
Okay. Which of the Crown of the Void are you going to take off, Shay?
No, probably the first one.
Okay.
No, I think I'll take off the last one and just retire.
Fuck you, bitches, I'm out.
Rides off into the sunset, never heard from again.
Okay. We could add that in the beginning of next session. So, how does this ritual happen? What are you guys doing?
I think just kind of what I said, like we take the blood and put a draw a protective circle around it. Say something unintelligible, put it in a box and seal it and hide it away.
Where do you plan to hide it in this case?
You know what? I'll hide it in my garden.
Okay.
But rewinding to where we're back in the hospital, I still have a place that I said I'd break into. Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
You think that you and Garnet might be able to distract people while I do my work?
Of course, we start up a musical number.
Fantastic. So once we locate the medical director's office, or the doctor's office, wherever his office is.
Give me a reason to try to find it.
Sure.
Okay, so you do find out where it is, but any assistance that Pearl or Garnet would be able to give you to sneak in isn't going to work. There's just too many people to distract at once.
Well, shit, fuck it. Alright. Let's go. So I guess then I make a meddling move to slip in and try and get some dirt on this doctor. See what unsavory things he is into. See if he is part of this cult. And the way I imagine it going is I chew on some gum, stick it to a camera, and do the thing where I take out like actual lockpicks, slip it in, unlock the door, walk in, close it, and like 2 minutes later I come out again. After I look on his email that he left open, or his notes that he left open on his computer that is on, because he didn't bother signing out because he has to keep running back and forth because he's too busy to look at bodies.
Okay, so going to have you give me a vitality roll because you're trying to be sneaky.
Advantage? No advantage?
Nope, just straight. Was the cost of
You know,
your...
I could
Excuse
be a Barkus this if I wanted to, but no, I won't. I'm sorry, Colt Seavers.
Cult Seaver?
Yeah, it gives me a 12 plus. You know what? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
You see, once per mystery, I can take a 12 plus on a single roll. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can have it as backup. Do I use my Colt Skeevers or do I use a flashback?
Honestly, it might be cool to do the Cult Seavers.
It's true, but then I don't get it if we get into a fight later on in this mystery. Although I guess we are getting close to the end.
True. There is another option. One that we've kind of completely forget about time and time again. There is the Gold Crown mystery move.
What's that?
I'm going to snip it. And I will... So once per mystery, when any Maven says, "This reminds me of something that happened to Amanda Delacourt," work with other players to describe how something that is happening in the situation reminds the Mavens of an event from one of the Gold Crown mysteries. At a minimum, you must provide the following information: the name of the Gold Crown mystery in question, the problem or situation Amanda found herself in is similar to what the Mavens experience, and how Amanda eventually overcame the problems or resolved the situation. Then you can take it a 12 plus.
How many times do we use that?
Once per mystery.
Once per mystery. What do y'all think? Which one should I use? Should I use my Cold Seavers or the Gold Crown? Crown? Okay, so I'm like, to myself. This reminds me of that time this is, so I just say that's something that happened before.
So this reminds me of this book, and something happened in this book when Amanda Delacourt did something in a similar situation. So, like, this reminds me of the daring hospital views where Amanda had to sneak into the security office at the hospital to find the last clue to solve the mystery. So something like that.
Oh, this reminds me of that time Amanda Delacourt had to sneak into... I don't want to say the exact same thing, though. I want it to be a little different.
Yeah, does that be the at a hospital? I thought it could be, well, anything. Someone's college, someone's...
Had to sneak into the mysterious victim's house to crack open a safe. Only this time the safe is a computer, and the computer is a laptop, and the laptop is open. Why doesn't he log out of his shit?
And what happened that was a challenge for her?
It was a challenge to. It was a challenge to remain hidden on her way out. So, and she ended up having to do that thing where you you stay very still up against the wall when someone inadvertently walks past you, but they don't notice you just because of the way you move. Their peripheral vision is too narrow, and because they are they remembered that they were vision impaired and had to take off their glasses to read the small fine print, and taking advantage of that, they slipped right by them.
Okay. So, reading that story, yeah, as you move, you do hear someone come by. It's like, and it gives you some pause. You step back into the doorway. They, as it get as the person gets near you, they do actually take off their glasses and start to clean them as they walk by you. You just slipping around them behind them. You reach the doorknob of the office. You slip your lock picks in, and with a practiced deft hand and tap tap, you hear a click as you twist. Open the door. You slide in and gently close it behind you. The person that's walking by, like, looks up from the glass, just kind of looks around, like, hello? Yeah, weird. Thought I heard somebody. And they continue on their way.
Oh, hello. No, I don't say that.
And we're going to end our session here for today.
Okay.
So, sorry, I'll read it again. It is time for end of session questions. But, yep. I'm just going to ask you guys. Because we go through so many sessions per mystery, do you want to save the questions for to be at the end of the mystery? Be just to slow down leveling up? So you guys do end up leveling quite a bit.
I don't think it really matters. I think we're gonna have fun either way. And I think there's a limit to how high the like the stats and stuff can go anyway. So as far as said questions go, if we are doing it, did I dote on someone? Yes. Did I show someone I still got it? Just did, just now.
So I will give the questions for the day. So yeah, you can mark yourself 2. Chris and Rin.
Chris, are you there? Are you muted?
You don't look muted.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
And now.
Okay. Well, all I'm gonna say is, no, I didn't really do either of mine because I did something more important: character development and character growth. I was kind of busy with Cassie.
You kept an eye on her, kept her safe.
Yep, exactly, and that's worth more than 2 experience. In the emotional sense, not in the actually getting experience sense. Ren?
Ren is currently AFK. Was there anything else we needed to do?
Don't think so.
We can ask her better questions beginning of next session.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's introduce yourselves. You guys can go first.
Well, I am Chris. I was playing Garnet Willow, and hopefully everything turns out okay, and we are not going to be horribly punished for suddenly dabbling in witchcraft. Over to you, Shay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shay the Fae here on Twitch and Party Wipe Games, and I was playing Sapphire Darty. Excuse me. I was definitely practicing witchcraft. Over to you, Douglas.
I am Jiggler93. I was playing everybody else.
Including the mysterious and not trusted doctor who did not appear.
Absolutely. So, I don't foresee anything that'll stop us from playing next week, so we should be back here at the same great time, the same great show.
Look forward to it. Ciao, everyone.
And I am taking the place of Rindis, who is running these games on the channel. Please stop by.
Oh,
If they were running their, oh wait, that was a month ago. I just saw there on the mini feed there was a raiding party of 16. But no, that was a month ago. But yes, catch us back here on Thursdays at Party Wipe Games for Brindlewood Bay, the Coven. You can also find a game that the wonderful Shay runs on Wednesdays for Records of Mikto, a Change Stars playthrough. Maybe Rin will start streaming some GTA. Depends on how things go. But currently they are occupied with foodstuffs and they forgot their phone up here, so I'm going to have to go down to contact them. That being said, thank you everybody. We all love you. You're fabulous. Take care.